guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're up here at the Yough Dam today. It's August 8th. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. We just got on the water. We're going to run around, hit a couple spots, try to see what these fish are doing. I know yesterday there was a tournament here. I think 11 or 12 pounds won it. Talking to a couple of my buddies that fished it, said it was kind of a rough day. So I'm assuming that these fish are probably staged offshore still. So we're going to run around a couple spots, try to figure them out. Once I kind of establish some sort of a pattern or something that they're hitting, I'll let you guys know, so just stay tuned. Thanks.
Oh, Father, tell me, do we get what we deserve? Oh, we get what we deserve. And we're down we go, 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 go. Oh, we're down we go, 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 go. So we're down we go, 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 go. Way down we go. Oh, you let your feet run wild. Time has come as we all go down. Yeah, but for the fall, my heart, do you dare to look them right in the eyes? Yeah. Oh, 'cause say we run you down to the door. Yeah, someday we run you down till you fall. And they will run you down till you go. Yeah, till you can't grow no more. And where down we go, 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 go. Oh, where down we go, go, go. Say where down we go. Oh, down we go. So we're down we go, way down we go. Oh, Father, tell me, do we get what we deserve? Oh, we get what we deserve. And we're down we go, 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 go. Oh, we're down we go, 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 go. So we're down we go, 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 go. Way down we go. Oh, you let your feet run wild. I'm as calm as we all fall, go down. Yeah, but for the fall, ooh, my heart. Do you dare to look me right in the eyes? Yeah. Oh, 'cause say we run you down, down to the door. Yeah, someday we run you down, down till you fall. And they will run you down, down till you go. Yeah, till you can't grow no more. And where down we go, 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 oh, where down we go, go, go. Say where down we go. Oh, 'cause say we run you down, down to your car, oh, way down we go.
Alright guys, as you can see, unfortunately, I'm in my garage. My camera was giving me some fits, and I was only able to show at the end of the clips just the fish I was catching and not the whole catch. It was unfortunate because I wanted to do a how-to video of the whole rod setup, the lures I was doing, and what exactly these fish were doing. I'll kind of have to wrap things up in the garage and go over all that. But for the day, it was a tough bite. Anytime you're dealing with offshore, it can always be very difficult. I ended the day with probably 10 or 11 good smallmouth, and my best buy went for right around 15 pounds. I didn't put any fish to scale. I was just kind of eyeballing them. I really wasn't worried about weight. I just kind of wanted to go out and see what I could catch by myself. Now, when I got on the water, I knew instantly I needed to focus more time on offshore and stay away from the shoreline. I was talking to a lot of buddies that were fishing the tournament on the Yough the day before, and they were all telling me the same thing, that it was a very difficult bite. So I knew that I shouldn't waste time up shallow and had to find these offshore areas. So when I got on the water, I was using my side scan and my down imaging. I was looking obviously for offshore groups of smallmouth. Now I was also looking for bait balls. If I came into an area where I found several good bait balls, I would jump up on the deck, trust my electronics, troll around, and usually within several yards there was some good smallmouth. Now, I thought at the beginning of the day that I could get into them with a drop shot or a Demiki rig. I would drop down into these schools and they would show interest in it, they would follow it down, but as soon as it hit bottom, they totally lost interest in the bait. So I knew that I needed to adjust with something else. I tried a swim bait, they really weren't committing to that either. So I needed something that was vertical jig, but I could also get some sort of reaction bite out of it. So I had to dust off an old trick that my buddy George showed me years ago, and it's these jigging wraps. Now they're perfect for offshore because you can target these fish deep. This is a 5/8 ounce. It's a number 7 jigging wrap. It's perfect for open water. You dive this thing down on them, and they're just subtle rod tips. You can get that bait to really work. In the open water scenario, I tend to go with the rapala jigging wrap. But if I'm close to where I feel like they want that bait to fall to the bottom, touch the bottom, reel it up, and then start working it, I don't go with the rapala version just because it has this
hook on the nose. And you'll notice when you drop it to the bottom, it'll get stuck on the rocks and you'll lose a lot of these. They're 10 bucks a piece. You really don't want to be losing these. You could cut the hook off, but then you're kind of fouling up a good bait that would work in an open water situation. So I kind of switched gears when I felt like that bite was presenting itself, and I went with these Walleye Nation creations. They're rip and glides. They have a real nice body to them. They don't have a nose hook, so you can allow that bait to hit the bottom before you start your presentation without having to worry about losing these. The Jigging wraps are right around 10 bucks. These are about 7 bucks, and they do about the same thing. They're very nice. So for the most part, what I was doing was I was using blue and chrome, natural colors, and I was also using white. So they study this bait pretty well. When you're jigging it on them, they're darting around, they're checking it out. The whole school's getting fired up. And I also use Liquid Mayhem. I think with the natural colors and a little bit of scent, it triggers those bites a little bit better. So for the most part, like I was saying, they were suspended. I'm sitting in about 50 foot of water, and the bass were holding about 30 to 35 foot of water. So I would vertical jig to these fish, subtle rod tips, get that bait to go. And there was a couple times where I would actually have to do larger rod sweeps and then just kind of hold my rod tips steady, and that bait would really work and then kind of slow back down. And it seemed like when it started to slow back down, they would trigger and grab it. For the rod setup, I was using a favorite fire stick. It's medium fast, and I have it paired with a Quantum Smoke size 30 to Suffix 832 braid. Now I tie my braid to a leader with an Alberto knot. The leader length I do about 8 feet. This is Seagar and Vizex, 8-pound test line. Sometimes I jump up to 10. Really depends on what I'm doing. And I always use a barrel swivel. If you're using straight fluorocarbon, at the end of the day, if you don't have a barrel swivel on, you're going to ruin your whole line. With braid, it's not so much, but I still like to add that barrel swivel to it. Now, guys, I've seen where people put them on the eye link of the bait, but I like to keep it as natural as possible with less hardware. Like I said, I try to go natural colors with some scent. I don't want any extra hardware that might tip them off. So get yourself some jigging wraps, hit some open water, and then let me know how you guys do. Like, subscribe, and please leave some comments down below. If there's any questions on the video that you want answered, I'm glad to answer them. If there's anything in future videos that you guys want me to talk about, or if you just want to talk about fishing in general, I'm always down to talk about fishing. So go out, get yourself some jigging wraps, or go out and dust off your ice fishing stuff, get some jigging wraps, hit some open water, and hopefully you guys can get out there and catch a good bag too. Good luck.